RearRiseMag.com.
This is Brian with Rear Mag, and I'm joined here by
Lilith.
And we are at the 2013 Senshi Matsuri in New York City. Would you like to explain what we're here for today?
This is an entirely brand new all Sailor Moon event here in New York City. It's the first time, and it's literally nothing but front to back Sailor Moon.
And the performance today was called?
My performance was Senshi Generation, Kaiki 10, Twinkle Twinkle Sailor Stars, which is actually the sequel to a project I did last year called OG Sailor Moon.
And what got you interested in doing the performance that you did today?
It started last year when I really wanted to challenge myself with a new project and a new competition. I do a lot of masquerade competitions, and I just saw the song G and was like, hey, that'd be a lot of fun to do. And look, there's 9 of them and 9 Senshi, so why not? And so I challenged myself by making all 9 costumes, trained the girls on the choreography after learning it myself, and then we did Anime Next, masquerade performance. Along the way, it was like, oh, we're doing 6 months of rehearsals for 3.5 minutes on stage. Wow, this is kind of crazy. You know what? Let's do something else with this. Let's film a music video, because at least then, it's on film. We have it forever, and it's like a really cool keepsake after all that work. And that's actually where the thing started, because once it got on YouTube, in just a couple of weeks, it hit 150,000 views.
Oh, wow.
Now it's up to over 220. And after results like that, I was like, I can't stop here. I got to keep going with this. I just got to take off running. And just immediately started planning. And literally immediately, the end of November, after the video had been released, like I think the 7th or the 10th or something like that, immediately picked a new song, started getting people together, and here we are today, after months of practice.
I was going to ask, how long does it generally take you to rehearse and do all the practices and everything for the show for today?
I think 6 months is a pretty good estimate, although the first group we were doing every other week for rehearsals, so at least twice a month, sometimes a little bit more if we had the time. This group, a lot of us were spread out more. We had someone from Connecticut, a lot of people from Jersey, not even all that close to me, sometimes an hour, 45 minutes away. So we kept everything to once a month unless we needed otherwise. But of course, towards the end, we always run into a few road bumps. We ended up losing 2 people, so then I had to bump up my rehearsal schedule and train people literally last minute on the spot. Try to learn the whole song in a single day.
What other cosplay stuff are you interested in? What other conventions do you do? Do you plan on returning and doing this again, and what are your future plans?
I definitely plan on continuing the series. I already have next year lined up. And plan on recruiting starting in the fall, probably before the music video for this is even out. I'll be recruiting for the next project. I cosplay a lot of different things, usually more obscure anime and video game characters. I do a lot of Otakon. Anime Next is very, very infrequently. The other one I tend to go to a lot is Icon out in Long Island. But next year we actually have some bigger plans in the works. Me and my fiance, we've been doing the masquerades for a lot of years, and we kind of figure it's time for World Cosplay Summit. And so we have plans that if it goes back to Katsuka in February, we're gonna head there. We're gonna head to World Cosplay Summit.
Oh, very nice. If somebody wanted to find you on, say, like Facebook page, website, how can they do that?
Really easy, facebook.com/Lilith Oya.
How you doing? This is Brian with Re-Rise Mag. We're here with an interview with
Kia from Kia Cosplay.
and we are at Senshi Matsuri 2013. And would you like to explain what we did today?
Yes, myself and 8 other girls were part of a dance for the Senshi Generation. We did the Girls' Generation song Twinkle, and we were the opening performance for Senshi Matsuri.
And how did you prepare for the show for today?
Panic and stress, that might be a good one. But other than that, bring lots of extra shirts and stockings and Band-Aids.
Extra Band-Aids, always good. Blisters. What originally got you into doing the show?
For Senshi Matsuri, unfortunately we had an accident where the original Uranus broke her ankle, and then our director, who was also playing as Neptune, gave me a call up because she had heard of me from a few other people and asked if I could fill in for the dance. So I was brought in, I think 2 or 3 months after everyone else, but learned quickly, and here I am.
And what was the inspiration for your outfit for today?
thrift stores, lots of thrift stores, and feathers. The two other main dancers, Uranus, Neptune, and Jupiter, all have a very feather motif. So I'm carrying the feather collar, while the other two ladies have feathered skirts. So this was made by a lovely lady named Jen, who made this beautiful feather collar for me. And then we have a vest and all these kind of wonderful things.
Do you plan on continuing to do Senshi Matsuri and anything else like this in the future?
Oh, heck yeah. I love cons. And more cosplays to come. This was a very fun one. This is probably the most functional one I've ever done. So from here on out, I do all the West Coast cosplays.
We are here today at Senshi Matsuri 2013. I'm joined by
Nocturnalis.
Ravenue.
Esmeralda May. Melodic Mitsuki.
And today, as I said, 2013 Senshi Matsuri, the performance Twinkle Twinkle Sailor Stars surround me, scarily enough.
Guys, twinkle, we got twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Cthulhu!
Spirit fingers. I'm at a loss for words.
As you can tell, we're super serious people.
Yeah.
Always business, all the time.
How did you guys prepare for today?
Do you want to do it individually?
Sure. We did rehearsals for a few months, which were really fun. We'd all sort of go over to Lilith's house and practice with her and practice at home, get outfits together and everything. So it's been really fun. And learn how to lip sync, yeah.
In Korean? In Korean.
The song is in Korean, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that one.
Yeah, it's a
You couldn't
great
tell it
song.
wasn't English? It's
I
K-pop.
tell it wasn't English, but I didn't know it was Korean.
It's Korean, yes.
Yeah, it's a Korean song. So, I mean, Mitsuki knows a bit of Korean. She can sing Korean because she's cool. But
Sing for us, Mitsuki.
but
Sing
like
for
the
us.
rest of us sitting here, we were like, I don't know.
When in doubt, you say watermelon to the tune of this. No, it doesn't work when you're doing another language. No, but it was basically just a lot of practicing with wigs on.
Practicing with
If you're wearing
the
a long one,
shoes.
you're kind of screwed. Yeah, practicing with the shoes on.
Yeah, getting comfortable with moving in position.
Slamming your hand into Lilith's ceiling because she's got a very low ceiling and I'm tall. I'm telling you, when we do this, we're gonna actually do a music video and there's gonna be the bloopers and there's just gonna be a little counter. How many times did myself and what's her name? Kea. I don't know how to pronounce it. Our Uranus keeps smacking her hands on the ceiling.
There's too many tall people. I'm so
There's
short.
2 tall people. 3.
There's like
Jupiter's tall.
that's one too many.
Okay, well, whatever.
Bees.
Okay.
Doesn't this look like bees are flying at you and you're just going,
Okay, so there's one move that we do. We go like this, the twinkle thing, and we kept thinking in our head, bees.
Wow, you're very professional here, sir. Your phone is going off in the middle of an interview.
It's also victory fanfare,
Shame
so
on
it
you.
fits.
You can't hear it. Shh. I don't care. I heard it.
Oh, shh. Shush. Do you guys plan on doing this again in the future?
Yes. I know all of us are having a lot of fun with this, and we are going to do the music video, and there are going to be future Senshi generations. As for who's going to be in them, I'm not sure. That's up to the lady in charge, which is
Yeah,
not me.
that's call who she invites back, or if she's gonna have like tryouts for the next part of it.
Or
that's up to her.
here you go. Who's first? Who wants to be first?
Yeah. So, and even if some of us were invited back, I don't know if we would all be able to play the same Senshi. So, like for example, I don't know if I'd get to be Mercury again. It might be someone else.
Well, the other thing is too is we might be invited back, but we also might be caught up in our own personal lives too, which is what happened with the first generation. Some people couldn't come back just because of timing issues. So there's a lot of, I think there's completely all new girls.
Yeah.
A whole new group.
She had to recast
There's a whole
everyone.
except for Lilith
Lilith herself.
and Panic Kitty
Yeah.
and Panic Kitty, but since
She
she
broke
had
herself.
that accident, which was really unfortunate.
As far as doing Senshi Matsuri, do you guys do other conventions, other cosplays?
Yes, a lot.
24/7. I cosplay at home.
Renu and I are members of Cosplay Burlesque, so we do a lot of cons up and down the East Coast, which is the only reason I can afford to go. But we do, all of us here have an extensive cosplay background. You have a Sailor Moon group, another Sailor
whole
Moon
other
group.
Sailor Moon group plus Soldier, which I'm their Neptune. I'm actually Venus oh, sorry. I'm actually Venus for Senshi Generation, so I feel bad that I changed. But I have another whole Sailor Moon group plus Soldier, so I'm their Neptune, and we try to go to as many cons as we can. So all summer.
And
All year.
All year, yeah.
I try to go to as many cons as I can go to.
Hi. I try to go to as many cons as I can as a commissioner to show up with cosplays that not only I love but that people will appreciate. And it helps me also market when I wear my own cosplays and stuff so that people know what I'm capable of, and then that helps me gain business with commissions and such. Actually, a lot of people are fangirling over the shoes that I'm wearing now because I glittered them, and they have a Sailor Senshi symbol on them. There's a Sailor Mars symbol on the side of them, which people are really loving at this event because Senshi Matsuri. And bees.
No way. Senshi Matsuri, they're freaking out over Sailor Mars shoes?
No way.
stolen.
The yard.
What gives you guys the inspirations to come up with your new cosplays, to do this in general, and do you enjoy it? Do you just love doing it?
Cosplay or Sailor Moon?
Either or. Dare I ask Sailor Moon since we're at Senshi Matsuri?
I mean, I've got Sailor Moon tattoos. So. Sailor Moon was my first anime, so I really like dressing up like, oh yeah, you're learning. So I really like dressing up like those characters. I've done Pluto before. I do Mars. I've done a burlesque act as Mars, and I do Human Luna and Black Lady. But most of my other cosplays are just characters that I love. Sometimes they are specifically for shows, and I need to fit the theme of said show. But most of the time, it's just a character I love and I want to bring to life and cry over making a costume and then enjoying every second I'm wearing it until they break.
Anyone else?
What was the question again?
Bees.
Bees? Well,
Why do you
bees.
cosplay? How do you
Bees.
How do you determine what cosplay you're doing?
I know there's a lot of bees in Florida. I've seen them. No.
Watch Doctor Who. All the bees are gone.
I love cosplay in general. After I had a knee surgery on my second knee, because I had knee surgery on my left knee already from sport injury, and then I had a dance injury on my knee, and so since I couldn't really perform because I am a theater major performer, and that's basically what I had been doing with my life. So getting into cosplay really helped. Well, getting into it more really helped, and then I just started loving it more and more and more. And I just love going to cons. I love seeing everyone's different interpretations of the character, everyone being the character in their own way. People who make their own costumes, people who even buy their costumes, and they always bring their characters to life, and I appreciate all of it. Going to cons is an appreciation for me, because without cons, I really would not be going anywhere. I would totally be like in my room, like going like this.
Also, we're all giant children, and we like to dress up like cartoon characters
Yeah.
and video game characters, and it's Halloween every day.
It is Halloween every day. Halloween is literally my favorite holiday, and I love being different character. As for being an actress, you know, I went into acting because I love portraying the different emotions and bringing out different characters and stuff like that. And it's kind of the same for me with cosplay, and I enjoy it so much. I love being the character, and you know, I just love making costumes. It has brought out a new passion for me, and I do want to pursue it. So thankful for cosplay.
Anyone else?
Yeah. I think Sailor Moon was actually my first anime too. So yay, go team! Yeah. And I wanted to be Sailor Neptune when I was little. I was like, I want to grow up to be her. So I was like, okay, I can make that happen. And I just think it's kind of therapeutic to you know, make your costume and make something appear out of like raw materials or nothing, and you're just like, you put in your work and you get to see the amazing results, and it's just really, really awesome. So I think the first Sailor Moon costume I did was actually Venus for high school like Halloween, which I remembered recently. So that was the first one, and then I guess for characters, it's just something that you feel a connection with, or at least for me it is. So like Neptune's my favorite to cosplay, but yeah.
Okay, I feel like
No, it's true. It's true.
Or you try something and you're like, and then you try it on and it just completely fails, and it's like, no. You're just like, no.
It's a roller coaster.
It's a
roller coaster of emotions.
You do this for an hour.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I feel like everyone already covered what I was gonna say, but I think no, it's alright. I think cosplay for me, I think it's like this for a lot of people, but for me specifically, it's very psychological because I'm able to pretend that I'm someone else for a little while. You know, it's not permanent, but yeah, it's an escape definitely. Sailor Moon was probably also my first anime. Probably it was between that and Dragon Ball Z because they were on at the same time. Yes. But
Yes, you know that one.
Dragon Ball Z at least.
this is my second Sailor Moon cosplay. I normally cosplay Jupiter because she's the best. Yeah. I'm just saying. But I also like Mercury, so yeah.
Bees. On that note, we're going to wrap it up with bees. And we have Cthulhu, too.
This smells like Little Rascals.
Are you regretting your decision to
Don't you love that you get to interview
I'm crying inside, I am.
We all know him, and we all love him, and we love to save me.
On that note, we're going to end this, my pain.
Oh, you don't want to talk anymore.
This is Brian with Re-Rise Mag, and we are at Senshi Matsuri 2013.
WeRiseMag.com